Welcome back to Shanika's Love Talk Show. And this afternoon, I'm speaking to the men. Fellas, please stop doing these things.
Pretty little black skin girl.
So, today I will be talking about 5 things that men do that women do not appreciate. And I'm not just talking about any random woman, I'm talking about your girlfriend, your fiance, or even your wife. I never date the world before. I never date a lot, but I'm a very experienced person because I look at a lot of things. And when I say look, I mean I've been around quite a lot of people and I've seen the way they operate. And one of the things that really affects a relationship with you and your spouse, you and your woman, is when you're actually with your woman but you're flirting with other women. You're flirting with another girl, you're flirting with somebody else right in front of her. So you actually take your girl out, but you're flirting with somebody else, talking about the shape, how they look, whatever the case may be. You're flirting with them. You know what flirting is. For those of you who don't know what flirting is, go look it up and figure it out, find out what it is. It is very disrespectful. It does not put the right message out there to the woman that you're flirting with and also to the woman that you're sitting with. So if you bring out your wife, imagine you bring out your wife and she say, wow, we gonna have a great day today. But instead of you giving her an opportunity to enjoy her time, instead of you making her feel special by treating her differently, by treating her different than the way you treat other women, because the reason why you're with this person is because you find they are special, because you find the person is different, because you love the person. And when you love somebody, you're going to treat them more, you're going to treat them better than other people. So imagine you tell me you love me, I'm your wife, but for heaven's sake, you can't make me feel comfortable. You keep flirting with everybody you see. How am I supposed to believe that you truly love me? And sometimes you wonder, you bring out your girl, two of all you're looking so nice, all you're eating, and she's just not talking to you. And that could be one of the reasons why she's not talking to you, is because she finds you disrespecting her. Anytime you bring out your woman and you find she just get quiet, you need to step back and figure out, what did you do in the last 10 minutes or 5 minutes or even 10 seconds that may have offended her. And I'm talking about body language, eye language. What did you say? How did you move? How did you act in this short space of time? Once you know there's nothing bothering her, like you all discuss things, there's nothing on her mind, there's a high possibility that she feels disrespected by your behavior. And if you're flirting with other women right in front of her, then that night spoiled or that day spoiled. That date spoiled. She just might be moody all the time. She might even curse you. She might even just walk out on you. So one of the things you really need to be mindful of, I know there are men, they flirt and they do have a problem with it, they're just friendly, but at the end of the day, when you have your relationship or when you have a woman, you still have to put boundaries. You can't be telling me you love me and you're bringing me out and then you just flirting with everybody. I mean, come on, don't make sense. What are doing with you? Second one of the things that really will affect your relationship, if you haven't noticed it, men, but I want to tell you something. Women, their eyes always open and they notice these things. When you bring your woman out or when you're with your woman, you're staring at every woman that passed. I'm talking about every all. Somebody can pass for you to watch them up and down. And it's not just watching somebody, it's how you look at them. There are men that look at women lustfully, sexually. So a woman would pass and they will be like, you know, these kind of looks, and they will be like, and some of them would even kind of, some of them would do this kind of thing, and them some of them would be like, you know, all this kind of fidgeting and this extra body touching and them kind of stuff, and this staring down somebody. When you, a lot of people don't understand, when you stare somebody, it sends a message to them, because not much people just get stared down during the day. So if you go in a staring contest with a girl, she gonna believe you're attracted to her, or she might wonder why you're looking at her like that. So don't be staring down everybody you see. You have a beautiful woman in front of you. Stare her down. She deserves your time and your attention. She deserves you to give her your utmost best, your utmost respect. So don't be staring down people to the point where she's feeling uncomfortable and useless and wondering, well, why am I even here if he seems like he's searching? Because what that says, it says that you're actually hunting. Because what has happened? Usually, a lot of times, when a lot of you guys, when you got your girlfriend, is by staring. You looked at her for a certain amount of time. She looked at you. You all made great eye contact. Body language followed, because 70% of the time people communicate is non-verbal. So if you're always communicating with this person and you're always staring them down and always giving them eye contact and you're watching them and you're letting your guard down, what does that say? That says that you're actually interested in the person. And if I'm there with you and you're doing all that for everybody that pass, I go believe that you're not a serious man. So I mean, come on. You can't tell a woman you love her and go ahead and want everybody else. That don't make no sense. At the end of the day, you still have to choose. And you can't tell me that you cannot choose. If you cannot choose, then that means you don't deserve to be in a serious relationship with a serious woman. Like I was saying previously, when you hold eye contact for too long, you just look thirsty. You literally does look thirsty. Because you're there with me. You're there with me. Even if you're embracing me or you're hugging me, but you're staring down somebody else. I mean, come on, what message you're sending to that person? Is obvious. They go wonder, well wait now, that girl, that woman, that is a wife, and why are you looking at me like that? I'm not food, all these thoughts just crossing women's mind. And if that is a woman that does not have self-respect, you know what that means? That means now your relationship in problems, because you already hinted to her that you have interest in her, even if you don't know you're doing that, because there are men that innocently don't know. But you need to check yourself and check your body language and your eye language. Don't stare down somebody long so in the eyes, because what might happen, you might attract unwanted people to you, and then you will be like, well, why are all these women chasing me? Is what you're doing. You're looking at them too long. You're looking at them sexually, looking at them too sexy, looking at them in a way that draws them to you and make them get a feeling and an understanding that probably you're sending messages out there that maybe you don't know you're sending messages out there. So be aware of what you're doing. Do not let your body control you. You control your body. Remember to respect yourself and the relationship that you're in, and make your woman, make your queen, make your wife feel comfortable when you're around them, because they will definitely appreciate you more when you do these things, because this is a sign of loyalty. Not staring, not looking like you searching for someone because you already have me. Focusing on me is something that basically will help the woman to feel more comfortable, more at ease, help her to feel like you care about her. You're actually enjoying the moment. You're engaged in the conversation. You're engaged in the moment right now. But if you keep staring down someone else, it says a lot, and it doesn't say good things about you. So try your very best to do the right things. Alright? Believe it or not, but you have a lot of men, they don't like to show affection to the woman. They don't like to be emotional. They don't like to be romantic. So it have some men, they will go out with you or they will take you somewhere, and you're supposed to have a special time, a fun time. They don't want to hold your hand. They don't want to give you a hug. They don't want to give you a kiss. They wouldn't even think about a good word to tell you. They won't open the door for you. Nothing special to say, well, okay, I understand why I'm in such a relationship with this man. And it's not like if the woman cannot get better or she doesn't understand certain things about you, but are you even trying to move out of your comfort zone to make this woman happy? Because if you say you love me, right, and you cannot show me any emotions at all, I mean, how loved could I possibly feel? But here is the twist. The twist is not just you not showing me emotions. The twist is the fact that you're not showing me emotions, especially when you see women around. There are some men, when they see other women around, they does not show the woman affection. They don't hugging you, they don't kissing you, They don't even want to hold you close. To me, it's like these men and them leaving hints that they're single, or maybe they're not too bothered, they're just hanging with a casual friend. I don't know what the signs that has been sending, but to a woman, it is very disrespectful, and we feel betrayed when you do these type of things. It's of a lot of men. The wife will complain and say, "Oh, my husband not romantic. My husband not hugging me. My husband not intimate with me. My husband doesn't show me affection. You know, my husband doesn't do this. My husband doesn't do that." And the man will be like, one of the excuses they have is that bad man doesn't show affection, or what did I say again? I didn't grow up hugging and doing this kind of thing, and them I didn't grow up so. No, you didn't grow up so, but you're in a relationship, you make new rules that makes the person you're with comfortable. I mean, they're not asking you to do a crime. So if the woman like hugs and kisses, that's her way of feeling loved. You give her hugs and kisses and make her feel loved. And at the end of the day, anything that you love and you really care about, you will want to hug, kiss, hold it as often as possible. Speak to it if you can. Basically love on it. So if your wife is your treasure and your woman is something dear to you, your girlfriend, your fiance, whatever she means to you, she is basically someone that you invest in your time in, and you say that you care about her. It should be easy for you to show her emotions. So men, even if you feel like, oh, that's not who I am, women will appreciate you much better. Your relationship definitely will become stronger, and she will have more trust in you. She will be happier in the relationship, and it would be easier for her to open up herself to you, and it would be easier for you to get the things that you really want out of the relationship when you start showing her emotions, when you start holding her, when you start embracing her, when you start, when you're walking, you're holding her hands, or you're probably helping with the bag, or those type of things. All these things are just showing that you're a gentleman, and wow, I'm happy I'm with this man. You don't have to be perfect, but at least try and show us that, okay, this person really cares about me and I feel special when I'm with them. That's all we're looking for, man. That's all we're looking for. Last one, please stop showing other women body language that shows you're interested in them. And like I was saying before, long eye contact and staring, like one scratching chin and them kind of say, they kind of checking out movements. I mean, you guys know what you do when you see a chick or a girl and you're checking out. You know what you personally just do. Don't do that around your woman, please. I just always say, I rather somebody respect me. Like when I go out with you, you respect me and I feel comfortable. And when you're out with your boys, you do certain things. Like, okay, I'm not saying that you should only do these things when you're with me and you should be out there gallivanting. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, at least have respect enough to know when you're actually with me, you should be respectful enough to honor me, to respect me, to show me love, and to do things that will not signal to other women that you're actually interested in them or searching. Because I just always say, nobody on earth is not attracted to only one person. You can truly love somebody. I mean, there's a connection that you have with your partner. That's the reason why you're with them. You choose to be with them because of certain values maybe they possess. I mean, at the end of the day, it differs for every relationship. But whatever connection, whatever drew you together, I hope it is a positive thing. Once it is a positive thing, I mean, at the end of the day, you chose that life, you chose that person. So at the end of the day, you still have to respect that person, because this is who you chose. There are many out there that you could have chosen, but this is who you chose. And if you chose to build a life with someone, you should at least respect them and respect and value their feelings and things that would affect them. Because you can't come and tell me that you innocently sending body language that you're interested in somebody else. I mean, at the end of the day, how does that work? You're innocently sending body language signs Listen, when you was hunting or before you meet your woman, you knew exactly what to do to get me to realize that, hey, I am attracted to you. Once you're in the relationship, you should not be doing these exact things for other women, because they're going to feel the same way I felt in the beginning, or your woman felt in the beginning. So you should lessen down on the eye contact, lessen down on the fidgety, lessen down on the extra smiling, the extra, flirting and all these things. Lessen down on these things, because at the end of the day, you're not searching, you're not looking. You have to respect your relationship and have boundaries. Every relationship has boundaries, and if you really want your woman or your wife to feel comfortable, there are certain things you have to be willing to give up, certain things you have to be willing to, certain rules you have to be willing to abide by. And it's obvious your wife wouldn't come and tell you, oh, that's a rule, but she will expect you to conduct yourself as a respectable man, because at the end of the day, this is the reason why she chose you. So don't let your wife be disappointed. Don't let your wife say, every time you decide to bring her somewhere, she like, I don't want to go. I don't go in. Then you know wondering why your wife don't go in. You don't make her feel comfortable. You don't make her feel special when she's with you. So why should she want to go anywhere with you? Makes no sense. And I know quite a few relationships that crashed because of these behaviors, and up to this day the man still don't understand what he did wrong. Just because he didn't physically touch somebody doesn't mean that he didn't disrespect your spouse, eh? And a lot of men believe that you have to be physical to cheat. No, you have emotional cheating. There is something called lust, which the Bible spoke about, and it's very dangerous. There's a lot of things that can come into play when it comes to relationship. There are a lot of boundaries, there are a lot of things that you don't do. Just as how a lot of men don't like when the women wear certain clothing, because they know for a fact it will attract other men out there. I mean, your woman is already beautiful, but if she wears certain clothing, it's obvious more men will attack her. So just like that, we as women feel like once you're with us, there are certain things you cannot do, because it will definitely draw more women to you. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we understand that we're not the only person that's attracted to you, but you have to tone it down, and you have to respect yourself, and you have to be responsible for the amount of persons that comes to you. I mean, there are some people, they're so handsome that it's really impossible for someone for people to just leave them alone. But at the end of the day, your body language has a lot to do with how the person perceives you. It has a lot to do with the person's next step, because a woman may come and smile to you like this, signaling that you look handsome. But if you just maybe give her a little wave or whatever, and then you're back to your business, even if she do something else and you don't pay attention to her, she will feel like, okay, you're not interested in me. But if she did something like that and you're like, start to rub chin and fidgety, you turn your whole body towards her, it's like you start to smile, you start to grin, what I think she'll believe, well, that one, I catch that one already. You're uninterested in me. So fellas, please stop doing these things. Be mindful, remember, and think about your woman's feelings. Think about you being in her shoes. Will you appreciate it if she acts like that around other attractive men? I don't think you will. So stop making your woman uncomfortable when she's around you. You married her because you love her. You are with her because you see qualities in her maybe that you haven't seen in other women. So don't let a little moment, a little lust, a little fly by night cause you to lose such a wonderful woman and such a wonderful opportunity and relationship. I really hope that I can help someone out there. Hopefully you can change and you can adjust yourself, to make the woman in your life more comfortable. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to leave a like and share this video with as much persons as possible so that we can all be aware and try to build better, stronger bonds and relationships that can last a lifetime between us. Thank you so much. You do have a pleasant day.
Pretty little black skin girl.